Thank you for purchasing the Janome Memory Craft 10001 Embroidery Sewing Machine. The Memory Craft 10001 incorporates such distinctive features as direct PC linkage capability, a worldwide auto voltage power system, a built-in embroidery carriage, a fully automatic needle threader, ATA PC card compatibility, the ability to upgrade the software, and much more. We're sure you'll be glad you chose the Memory Craft 10001, and it will give you many years of satisfaction. The Memory Craft 10001 is equipped with a worldwide auto voltage power system that operates on a range from 100 to 240 volts, which enables this machine to be used anywhere in the world. You can use either the foot control or the start-stop button for ordinary sewing. However, for embroidery sewing, use of the foot control is not necessary. Before connecting the machine to the power supply, be sure to turn the power switch off. If you plan to use the foot control, pull the cable out from the foot control and insert the plug into the machine socket. Connect the power supply cable to the machine and insert the plug into the power outlet. Then turn the power switch on. The 5 function buttons are conveniently grouped together for easy access while sewing. Press the Start-Stop button to start or to stop the machine. The color of the button changes each time it is pressed. Red when the machine is running, and green when it has been stopped. For ordinary sewing, the Start-Stop button cannot be used when the foot control is connected. While the reverse button is being pressed, the machine will sew in reverse when the pattern 1, 2, 8, or 9 has been selected. When other patterns have been selected, pressing the reverse button will result in the machine locking the stitch in place and stopping automatically. Press the Auto Lock button at the end of a line of seam. The machine will immediately lock the stitch off and stop automatically when pattern 1, 2, 8, or 9 has been selected. When other patterns have been selected, the machine will sew to the end of the pattern being sewn, then lock the stitch off and stop automatically. The needle will go up and down when pressing the Up-Down needle button. The machine will stop with a needle at either up or down position, determined by the needle up-down key on the visual touch screen. Press this button and simply follow the step-by-step instructions on the visual touch screen to thread the needle. The speed control lever sets the maximum sewing speed for ordinary sewing. Slide the lever to the right to increase the speed. To decrease the speed, slide it to the left. Please note that during embroidery sewing, the sewing speed is automatically controlled, regardless of the position of the speed control lever. The MemoryCraft 10001 provides you with 3 compartments for accessory storage, in the hardcover, under the top cover, and in the extension table. The foot control, hoops, power supply, cords, and knee lifter can be stored in the hardcover. The most commonly used presser feet can be conveniently stored in the compartment under the top cover, and other accessories can be stored in the extension table. The extension table provides an additional space for handling bulky materials, and it can be detached for free arm sewing. Open the top cover and lift up the spool pin. Place a spool of thread on it with the thread coming off the spool like this. Attach the spool holder to hold the spool firmly in place. 2 spool holders are included with the standard accessories. The large holder is used with ordinary spools and the small holder for small spools. If you need to wind a bobbin while sewing, use the additional spool pin so you don't need to unthread the machine to wind the bobbin. Insert the additional spool pin into the opening on the machine. Then place the felt and a spool of thread on it. Pull the thread with both hands and slip it through the slit in the thread guide. Draw the thread around and to the back of the thread guide following the dashed arrow on the guide plate. Insert the end of the thread through the hole in the bobbin from the inside. Put the bobbin on the bobbin winder spindle and push it to the right. The visual touchscreen will indicate that the machine is in bobbin winding mode. Holding the free end of the thread in place with your hand, push down on the foot control or press the Start/Stop button. Stop the machine when the bobbin has made several turns and trim the thread close to the bobbin. Push the foot control down or press the Start/Stop button again. When the bobbin is fully wound, it will stop automatically. Return the bobbin winder spindle to the left and remove the bobbin. Cut the thread with a thread cutter on the machine. Slide the hook cover release button to the right and the hook cover will pop open. Remove the hook cover. Place the bobbin in the bobbin holder so that the thread unwinds counterclockwise. Draw out the thread and slip it into the notch on the front. Gently pull the thread to the left through the tension spring blades until the thread slips into the notch on the side. Draw the free end of the thread to the back, leaving a 6-inch tail. Reattach the hook cover plate. For your convenience, a threading diagram is shown on the hook cover plate. Place a spool of thread on the spool pin and fix it firmly in place with a spool holder. Raise the presser foot and press the up-down needle button twice to raise the needle to its highest position. Each threading point is clearly marked with a number indicating its order in the threading sequence. Hold the thread with both hands and slip it down into the slit marked number 1. Draw the thread around the corner marked number 2 and toward you along the channel following the solid line on the guide plate. Continue to draw the thread down along the channel on the right, then loop it around the bottom of the thread guide marked number 3. Firmly draw the thread up along the channel on the left to the thread take-up lever marked number 4. Slip the thread into the eye of the take-up lever from the back. Draw the thread back down along the channel on the left to the lower thread guide behind the face cover. Slip the thread behind the lower thread guide marked number 5 from the right. Then slip the thread around the hook on the left of the needle bar. The automatic needle threader makes threading the needle a breeze. Lower the presser foot. Press the Auto Needle Threader button. The threader lowers automatically and a hook appears through the needle eye. Pull the thread and then pass it under the hook from right to the left. Draw the thread to the left and slip it into the slit in the thread holder from the bottom and cut the excess thread with the thread cutter. Press the Auto Needle Threader button again. The threader will retract and pull the thread through the needle eye automatically. Pull the end of the thread to remove it through the needle eye. Raise the presser foot. While holding the end of the needle thread, press the up-down needle button twice. Pull the needle thread to lift the loop of the bobbin thread. Draw 4 inches of each thread to the rear under the presser foot. There are 6 function keys at the bottom of the visual touchscreen: the Ordinary Sewing Mode key, Embroidery Mode key, PC Link key, Open File key, Setting key, and the Help key. Press the Ordinary Sewing Mode key to select the Ordinary Sewing Mode, in which over 200 utility and decorative stitches as well as 3 styles of monogramming are available. Press the Embroidery Mode key to select the Embroidery Mode. You can sew embroidery designs from various sources, including the built-in design archives, PC design cards, and memory cards for the Memory Craft 9000 and 5700. The Open File key allows you to access the programmed pattern combinations in the Ordinary Sewing Mode or embroidery designs saved in the Embroidery Mode. The Setting Mode allows you to customize the machine's settings. The Memory Craft 10001 features an on-screen help mode that shows you useful tips on how to operate and adjust the machine. You can use the Setting mode to change the machine settings to suit your preferences. There are 4 categories in the Setting mode: Common Settings, Ordinary Sewing, Embroidery, and Language Selection. Screen Color Contrast, Sewing Light options, the Echo Mode option, and other common settings can be altered in the Common Settings. The Professional mode can be activated individually either in Ordinary Sewing setting or Embroidery setting. When the professional mode is activated, fine-tuning of stitch adjustment, color coordination of the visual touchscreen, embroidery speed setting, thread selection, and other sophisticated function will be available. There are 214 stitch patterns and 3 styles of monogramming available in the ordinary sewing mode. These patterns are classified into 6 groups: utility stitches, buttonholes, satin stitches, decorative stitches, monogramming, and sewing application. To select a pattern, simply press the pattern icon key on the visual touchscreen. The selected pattern is shown in the upper window along with a recommended machine setting and foot. The utility stitches consist of 16 patterns for seaming, overcasting, blind hemming, and other useful stitches. The buttonhole section offers 11 styles of buttonholes, button sewing, an automatic darning stitch, a tacking stitch, and an eyelet stitch. The Memorycraft 10001 will sew a perfect buttonhole automatically in a single step. Place a button on the back of the automatic buttonhole foot and push the holder to grasp the button. The buttonhole length will be determined automatically. Push the red button on the foot holder to remove the foot and attach the buttonhole foot. Place the fabric under the foot. Pull the buttonhole lever down as far as it will go, then lower the foot. Then continue pressing down on the foot control to sew a buttonhole. The machine will stop automatically when the buttonhole is complete. Pattern numbers 32 to 55 are satin stitches that can be used for decorative stitching and border trim. You can elongate the pattern to up to 5 times the original pattern length while maintaining the stitch density. The stitch width and density can also be changed, giving a limitless variety of pattern combinations. The 14-page decorative stitch section contains over 100 various patterns. Press the Next key to view the next page of patterns. Press the Previous key to return to the previous page. Some utility stitches are also included as programmable patterns in this section. The Memorycraft 10001 is programmed to optimize the stitch length and width as well as the tension setting for the selected pattern, but you can adjust them to suit your specific sewing needs. Press the Adjust key to open the adjusting window. The preset values will be displayed. To alter the setting, press the plus or minus key below the property that you wish to change. If you wish to save the settings on utility stitches for future use, activate the professional mode in the ordinary sewing setting mode and the favorite stitch adjustment. Then alter the setting as you wish. When you next turn on the machine, each pattern will be ready to sew with the customized settings that you have made. For straight stitches, you can move the needle drop position by pressing the plus or minus key on the left. Any of the satin and decorative stitch patterns, including a blank space and the locking stitch, can be programmed to create a pattern combination. Press the Program key, then select as many patterns as you wish to combine. You can also combine a mirror image of the desired pattern by pressing the Mirror Image key. The selected patterns will be programmed as a pattern combination series. Press the Monogram key to open the monogramming page. There are 3 styles of monogramming and simple designs available in the ordinary sewing mode. Press the Font key to choose either block, script, or Broadway style. A letter or number will appear in the upper window of the visual touchscreen each time you press the corresponding letter key. Just enter the text and you are ready to sew the monogram. There is no need to save your entry to memory. Programmed pattern combinations and monogramming can be saved in the built-in memory or in an ATA PC card inserted in the machine's card slot. Press the File Save key to open the Save Mode window. 4 folders for the built-in memory and 12 folders for the ATA PC card will be displayed in the window. You can save up to 100 files in each folder. However, the total number of files is limited by the available memory size. Press the icon of the folder you wish to save the file to. The Save File window will open. The file will be named automatically starting from M001. To save the file, press the OK key, or you can name the file yourself by pressing the File Name key. Do not turn the power switch off or eject the ATA PC card while memory is being saved. To open a file that you have saved, press the Open File key at the bottom of the visual touchscreen. The Open Mode window will appear. A document icon in the folder indicates that the folder contains saved files. Press the icon of the folder you wish to open. A list of the saved files will be shown on the screen. Press the icon key of the file you wish to open. The visual touchscreen will show the program patterns contained in the selected file. Some utility and decorative stitches can be sewn with a twin needle. Be sure to turn the power off before changing the needle. Change the needle to the twin needle that comes included in the standard accessories. Press the twin needle key to limit the maximum stitch width to 3.0. When sewing with a twin needle, use the additional spool pin to hold an additional spool of thread. Thread the machine in the same way as a single needle up to the needle bar thread guide. Please note that in this case, the automatic needle threader cannot be used. Separate the 2 threads and slip each thread individually behind the right and left thread guides. Then thread each needle by hand. First, it is necessary to change the foot. Make sure to turn the power off before changing the foot. Loosen the thumb screw and remove the foot holder. Attach the embroidery foot P on the presser bar from behind and tighten the thumb screw to secure the foot. Reduce the foot pressure to 2. Next, prepare the fabric and embroidery hoop. There are 4 hoops available for Memory Craft 10001. The standard hoop A and large hoop B are enclosed in the hardcover. The free arm hoop C and Giga hoop D are available in the Embroidery Essentials Plus. Fuse the stabilizer on the wrong side of the fabric with a flat iron. Loosen the screw on the outer hoop. Lay the inner hoop and template on the fabric and push them in the outer hoop. Tighten the screw on the outer hoop to stretch the fabric. Make sure that the fabric is stretched drum tight in the hoop. Remove the template and attach the hoop to the carriage and turn the knob clockwise to secure the hoop. Never use hoops designed for Memory Craft 9000 or 5700. To select the embroidery mode, press the embroidery mode key after turning the power on. It is unnecessary to use the drop feed lever since the machine will automatically drop the feed dog when switching over to the embroidery mode. There are 6 categories in the embroidery mode: built-in designs, monogramming, ATA PC card, card reader 10,000, editing, and PC link. Press the built-in design key to open the pattern selection window. To view the next page, press the Next Page key. The Memory Craft 10001 provides you with 47 ready-to-sew built-in designs. Press the Pattern Selection key to select the pattern you wish to sew. The stitch image and each colored section in the design will be displayed on the screen, along with additional useful information in the upper right corner, including the sewing time in minutes, the number of thread colors required, the size of the design, and the foot and hoop size. On the lower part of the screen, there are 4 jog keys. Use the jog keys to precisely adjust the hoop position, matching the needle drop position with the center of the design. Pressing the tracing key causes the hoop to move and trace the outline of the selected design so that you can check the sewing position without stitching. This function is extremely useful when you have moved the embroidery position using the jog keys. Now you are ready to sew the embroidery pattern. Lower the presser foot and press the Start-Stop button. The machine will sew the first color section and stop automatically when it has finished. Change the thread to the next color and start the machine again. To sew only a desired colored section, simply skip the parts before it. Press the color section key previous to the section you wish to sew. The jog keys will disappear after you begin sewing, and the stitch count and stitch back and forward keys will be displayed instead. These keys are very useful when the thread runs out or breaks during sewing. You can move the hoop to where the thread has broken or run out. Every time you press the stitch back or stitch forward key, the hoop moves 10 stitches in that direction. Press the monogramming key to open the monogramming window. Press the font key to choose one of the 9 options available: Gothic, Script, Cheltenham 2 letters and 3 letters, and newly added Bauhaus, Gallant, Hollow Block, and Typist. Press the upper lowercase key to switch the letter case. You can also change the letter size to large, medium, or small by pressing the letter size key. The maximum number of characters will vary depending on the selected letter style and size. Entering characters is easy as 1, 2, 3. Simply press the alphabet and numeral keys. Your entry will be displayed in the upper window of the screen. After entering the characters, press the OK key. The embroidery screen will open. If you wish to sew a multicolored monogram, press the color change key. The machine will stop after each character has been sewn and will allow you to change the thread to a different color. In addition to the built-in embroidery designs, there are hundreds of attractive designs available from the optional PC design card library. Please check our website at www.janome.com for the latest PC design card releases. The Memory Craft 10001 is compatible with ATA PC cards, which can be used to save original designs created in the editing mode and also to transfer design data between the Memory Craft 10001 and your PC. The ATA PC card consists of an adapter and a compact flash. Please purchase the compact flash recommended in the instruction book. Insert the card into the slot of the Memory Craft 10001. Press the PC card key in the embroidery mode to display the designs contained in the card. Press the pattern selection key to choose the desired pattern. Pressing the File Open key can also open the saved files in the card. If you have memory cards for the Memory Craft 9000 or 5700, you can import the designs from a memory card via the Card Reader 10000. The Card Reader 10000 and the special RS-232C cable are available as optional accessories. First, connect the Card Reader 10000 to the Memory Craft 10001 using the special RS-232C cable. Open the small cover located on the bottom right end of the machine. Insert the round connector into the RS-232C port on the machine. Then insert the pin and jack in the Card Reader 10000. An AC adapter is unnecessary as the special cable supplies power directly from the machine. Insert the memory card into the Card Reader 10000 and press the Card Reader key. The designs contained in the memory card will be displayed on the screen. Press the pattern selection key to choose the design you wish to sew. You can modify and combine embroidery designs from various sources to create your own original designs. Press the Edit key. The background of the screen will turn green to inform you that you are in the editing mode. You can open any pattern from the built-in designs: Monogramming, PC design card, or the Card Reader 10000 on the editing screen. Press one of the keys and select the desired pattern. The selected pattern will open in the editing window. Patterns can be moved anywhere within the embroidery area of the hoop. Press one of the 4 arrow keys below the editing window to move the pattern in the direction of the arrow. There are the hoop selection key and 7 editing keys on the right side of the screen. From top to bottom, they are the size key, copy key, flip vertical key, flip horizontal key, rotate key, delete key, and the arc key. When selecting the monogram, the arc key will be activated under the delete key. Pressing the size key changes the size of the pattern. Each time the size key is pressed, the size will change to small, medium, and large in this order. In the professional mode, you can change the size in 5% increments from 80% to 120% of the original size. Press the flip key to flip the pattern vertically or horizontally. The pattern will rotate 90 degrees clockwise each time the rotate key is pressed. In the professional mode, you can rotate the pattern in 1 degree or 45-degree increments. Pressing the delete key will delete the selected pattern. You can make a monogram in an upper or lower arc. Press the monogramming key in the editing mode and enter the characters to make a monogram. Press the arc key and the arc layout box will open. To make the monogram in a lower arc, press the up arrow key. To make the monogram in an upper arc, press the down arrow key. Each time one of these keys is pressed, the arc will be made deeper. Pressing the arrow key in the opposite direction makes the arc shallower. Press the outward double head arrow key to make the arc longer. Press the inward double head arrow key to make the arc shorter. After choosing the shape of the arc, press the OK key to define it. You can save your original embroidery designs in the built-in memory or in an ATA PC card inserted in the machine's card slot. Saving and opening a file is exactly the same as in the ordinary sewing mode. However, the folders are labeled EMBF, which stands for Embroidery Folder, to distinguish them from those of the ordinary sewing mode. The folders of ordinary sewing are labeled ORDF, which stands for Ordinary Folder. You can open not only the saved files but also the embroidery designs in the PC design card. The Open Mode window shows the PC card number and only one folder named Designs. Now let's try to make an original design using the editing function. Press the Edit key to select the editing mode. Press the Built-in Design key, then press the Next Page key twice and select pattern number 28. Press the Size key to reduce the pattern size. Press the Rotate key to rotate the design 90 degrees. This will be used as a backdrop for the layout of the design. Press the Built-in Design key, then press the Previous Page key and select pattern number 22. Press the Size key to reduce the pattern size. Press the Rotate key to rotate the design 90 degrees. Press the Layout key or drag the pattern to move it down and align it with the lower arc of the backdrop. Press the Copy key to duplicate the pattern. Press the Flip key. Move the pattern onto the upper arc of the backdrop. Press the Built-in Design key, then press the Previous Page key and select pattern number 1. Move it to the left end of the backdrop. Press the Copy key and move the pattern to the right end of the backdrop. Select the backdrop design by pressing the center of the editing window. Press the Delete key to delete the backdrop, which is not needed for sewing. Press the Monogram key and select the script font. Press the letter size key to select small size letters. Enter M in uppercase. Change to the lowercase and enter E-M-O-R-Y space. Go back to the uppercase and enter C. Change to the lowercase again and enter R-A-F-T space. Then select the Gothic font and enter 10,001 and press OK. Move the monogram down under the ellipse. Press the Arc key to open the Arc layout box. Press the lower Arc key twice to make an arc. Press the outward double-headed arrow key once to make the arc longer, then press the OK key. Go back to the building design and select the pattern number 10. Place it in the center of the ellipse. Press the OK key if you wish to sew the combined designs. Or, to save them for future use, press the Save File key to save the combined designs in the built-in memory or an ATA PC card. The combined design will be saved as a single pattern file. The MemoryCraft 10001 is capable of linking directly with a computer via a USB or RS-232C connection, which enables data transfer in both directions. It is necessary to purchase a USB cable if the operating system of your computer is Windows 98, ME, 2000, or XP. Windows NT-based computers require the special RS-232C cable. First, turn on the power of the computer and the machine. Then press the PC link key on the machine. Open the small cover located on the bottom right end of the machine. When the computer and sewing machine have both booted up, connect them with a USB cable. Connect the Type A connector to the PC and the Type B connector to the sewing machine. The computer will automatically begin setting up, therefore simply follow the instructions displayed on the monitor. When connecting the machine with a USB for the first time, the PC shall be installed with a USB driver for the MemoryCraft 10001. The driver is available in the CD-ROM of the Customizer 10000 Plus. Please refer to the instruction book of the Customizer 10000 Plus for details on how to install the driver. The computer and the sewing machine must be switched off. Connect the 9-pin square connector to the COM port of the computer and the round connector to the sewing machine. After the cable is connected, switch on the power of the sewing machine and the computer. The next step is setting the COM port. The COM port can be set with the Windows Device Manager. However, for ease of use, we recommend the COM port setting function of the Customizer 10000 Plus. To transfer embroidery data from your computer to your sewing machine, the Customizer 10000 Plus or Digitizer 10000 version 1.3 is required. Let's try to send embroidery patterns using the Easy Import of Customizer 10000 Plus. Start up Easy Import and open a JEF file in the Standard Hoop folder. Click the Send One icon on the toolbar. Select the desired folder in the built-in memory of the machine, then click the Start button. Do not turn off the machine while the data transfer is in progress. When the data transfer is complete, the selected file will be stored in the appointed folder of the machine's built-in memory. Before carrying out any maintenance or cleaning, be sure to turn off the machine and disconnect it from the power supply. Check the needle frequently to ensure that its tip is not rough or blunt. Replace it with a new needle if it is dull or bent. Loosen the needle clamp screw and remove the needle. Insert a new needle with a flat side facing back. Push the needle up against the stopper and tighten the needle clamp screw securely with a screwdriver. It is recommended that the hook area be cleaned at least once a month. Slide the hook cover plate release button to the right and remove the hook cover plate. Take the bobbin out from the bobbin holder. Remove the set screw on the needle plate with a screwdriver. Remove the needle plate and take out the bobbin holder. Clean the feed dog and hook race with a lint brush. Wipe the bobbin holder and inside of the hook race with a soft, dry cloth. Replace the bobbin holder in the hook race, making sure the knob fits next to the stopper of the hook race. Attach the needle plate and secure it with the set screws. Insert the bobbin and attach the hook cover plate. Never use benzol or other chemical solvents for cleaning the outside of the machine. Wipe the machine using a soft cloth soaked in warm water and neutral detergent. When carrying or storing the MemoryCraft 10001, ensure that the embroidery carriage arm is fully retracted to avoid damage from impact with a hard cover or during transportation. Turn on the machine to retract the arm to its storage position, then proceed to turn off the machine. Store your machine in a cool and dry place. Happy sewing with the MemoryCraft 10001!